Hi, welcome to ATR Speaks. I'm Abitha. Today, I want to talk to you about string related basic Java interview questions and answers. So, let's get started. First question is, what is string in Java? In Java, a string is a final class that represents a sequence of characters and it is part of the java.lang package. Strings are used to store and manipulate text in Java. They are immutable, which means that once a string object is created, it cannot be modified. Any operation that appears to modify a string actually creates a new string object. In Java, strings can be created in several ways using string literals and string constructor. String literals are enclosed in double quotes and using the new operator in string constructor. Next question is, what are the ways to compare string? Here are some of the most commonly used methods. The first method is equals method. This method compares two strings for content equality. It returns true if the two strings have the same characters in the same order. Next is equals ignore case method. This method compares two strings for content equality, ignoring the case of the characters. It returns true if the two strings have the same characters in the same order, ignoring case. Next is compare to method. This method compares two strings lexicographically. It returns an integer value that represents the difference between the two strings. If the first string is greater than the second string, it returns a positive value. If the first string is less than the second string, it returns a negative value. If the two strings are equal, it returns 0. Next is compare to ignore case method. This method compares two strings lexicographically, ignoring the case of the characters. Next is double equal to operator. This operator compares two string objects for reference equality. It returns true if the two strings refer to the same object in memory. It's important to note that when comparing strings, it's usually recommended to use the equals method instead of the double equal to operator, because the double equal to operator compares object references, not the content of the strings. Next question is how to check if the string is empty. In Java, you can check if a string is empty using the isEmpty method of the string class. This method returns true if the length of the string is 0 and false otherwise. In this example, str1 is an empty string and str2 is a non-empty string. We use the isEmpty method to check if each string is empty or not and store the result in isstr1 empty and isstr2 empty respectively. Alternatively, you can also check if a string is empty by comparing its length to 0. However, using the isEmpty method is generally considered more readable and idiomatic. Next question is, what is the split method? In Java, the split method is a string class method that is used to split a string into an array of substrings based on a specific delimiter. The resulting substrings are returned as an array of strings. The basic syntax of the split method is as follows: public string split string rejects. Public string split string rejects int limit. Here, rejects or regular expression is a required delimiting parameter. We can simply say that the string is divided according to the provided rejects. The limit is an optional parameter. The limit is used to limit or control the number of strings generated. Here is an example that demonstrates how to use the split method. In this example, we have a string str that contains a sentence. We use the split method to split the string into an array of words, using the space character as the delimiter. The resulting array is stored in the words variable, which we then loop over and print each word on a separate line. Therefore, the output is. Note that the split method can also take a second parameter that specifies the maximum number of substrings to return. For example, this card would split the string into at most 3 substrings using the space character as the delimiter. And the final question is how string concatenation works in Java. In Java, string concatenation forms a new string that is the combination of multiple strings. There are two ways to concatenate strings in Java: by plus operator or by concat method. When using the plus operator, the strings are combined by creating a new string that contains the characters of the two original strings. Here is an example. In this example, we use the plus operator to concatenate the two strings str1 and str2. The resulting string is stored in str3, which we then print to the console. When using the concat method, the string to be appended is passed as a parameter to the method. Here is an example. In this example, we use the concat method to concatenate the two strings str1 and str2. The resulting string is stored in str3, which we then print to the console. It's worth noting that when concatenating strings using the plus operator, a new string object is created every time. This can be inefficient if you need to concatenate many strings, as it can lead to a lot of unnecessary object creation. To avoid this, you can use a string buffer or string builder object, which are designed for efficient string concatenation. The string.join and string joiner method is also available in Java version 8 for string concatenation. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you soon. Bye bye.